And on page 2 or page 1, depending on which order I start, my connection to the Audible arts goes back a ways. My old man was a marvelous singer and grew up in a household in which each of the many children was expected to have memorized a poem to recite for Sunday dinner, and they took turns. He was not a religious man, but my mother was a religious woman, and they decided that their kids should have some exposure to organized religion, so they sent me to Sunday school each week, and it did not dawn on me at the time that they were dropping me off and not attending services themselves. Sometimes the old man did put on a suit on Sunday morning, but it was because he'd been invited, actually hired is the word, to sing in some church to beef up their choir. He was a marvelous singer. My singing didn't hold a candle to his, and I didn't even try, but my interest in guitar sprang from listening to the old man sing with one of his army buddies who played a guitar while they sat around the kitchen table and drank beer. I was so discouraged by my own reedy voice, but I listened to Roy Lee play the guitar and I thought, I can do that. I want to do that. Much of how my folks raised me was not explicit at the time. I put the pieces together after the fact. My own religion took a turn when I was around 10 or 11, came home from Sunday school and found the old man reading the paper at the kitchen table. I was reluctant to say anything, not knowing how it would be received, but I mustered my courage and said, you know, they're sure telling me some weird things at that Sunday school. Without looking at his paper, the old man said, I think we'll just be going fishing on the Sundays from now on, and that's what we did. And that was after my regular attendance at organized religious service. But one incident stands out in memory, one which I didn't really fully get until years later. The folks had some friends over for dinner. We're all sitting around the table, ready to enjoy some of my mom's southern cooking, when one of the guests said, should someone say grace? Tom, another one said to the old man, why don't you say something? And the old man sort of shrugged, and apparently drawing on his childhood experience, launched into, it matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll, for I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. Well, there was a brief silence following that, until one of my dad's friends with a half mile said an enthusiastic, Amen! And we ate. And I have been celebrating the Audible arts since then, and I enjoy celebrating the Audible arts with you all.
Yay!
Thank you.